Okay, let's find a nice tall spine. Let's see, can I see my man? I think so. And let's just start to breathe together a little bit. I've been loving starting with the box breath. So it's just 4 equal parts. The inhale, the pause, the exhale, the pause. Maybe you start with a 4 count. So close your eyes. And on the inhale, imagine breathing a little more length into your spine, a little life, a little prana into your body. And then on the exhale, imagine letting go, softening anywhere you can, feeling the shoulders actually settle down the back. And just start to notice what happens in the body. Maybe the heart starts to slow. Notice what happens in the mind. Maybe the thoughts slow down too. And just welcome whatever it is that's coming in for you. See if you can drop right down into that heart space or down into the belly. So keep breathing here. As we start to move, we'll try to keep this deep connection with the breath and see if you can use every inhale as an invitation to start anew. Looking at every inhale is a new chance to go deeper, to be present. And every exhale is a chance to just let go of the past, let go of your list, let go of any tension in your body. So open the eyes, inhale the arms up, squeeze your palms together, find more space in the body as you press the sit bones down and reach the hands up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Keep them here and really press them together now, opening that space between the shoulder blades, maybe feeling it in the wrists or forearms. Draw them down a little more and keep really pressing. Don't let the bottom of the palms come apart. Keep inhaling length into the spine, softness into the face and shoulders. Maybe still finding that pause between each breath. And release. Now we're going to interlace the fingers over on the right hip. So the left hand comes behind the back. And we interlace the fingers here and press them into that hip. Inhale, length into the spine. Square the shoulders. Exhale, soften. If you want more, you'll press the hands together more. Press them into that hip a little more. And feel your spine grow taller on the inhale. Feel your shoulders actually sink as you let go on the exhale. And then drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. And use this inhale as an invitation to go deep, to be right here. Use the exhale to soften and let go. Maybe finding more space with each exhale to drop the head a little bit more, opening that right side of the neck. Now straighten your arms behind you, maybe the palms glue. Find a little backward bend. As you draw the hands down, lift the heart and look up. Lower the chin back down and bring those hands over to the left hip. Set it up here, inhale for length. Exhale for softness, square it up. And when you're ready, drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. You're making a lot of noise, Chip. You're really cute. Come back to center. Find that little backward bend again. Lower the chin back down. Now switch the grip of the hands. Opposite thumb on top. And drag the hands over to the right again. Press the hands into the hip. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to soften. Drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Notice if your sit bones are grounded evenly or if one's trying to come up. And re-root down there evenly, lifting through the heart, lengthening that whole right side of the neck. Come back to center, find that little backward bend. Come back up and drag those hands over to the left one more time. Lengthen on the inhale, soften on the exhale, drop the right ear. Hi. Slowly come back up, one more backward bend. And this time we'll start to hinge forward, bringing those hands up. Maybe the palms stay glued, maybe they come apart. See if you can roll the shoulders back, opening through the heart, and then lift the hands one more time. Now let your head keep dropping down towards the ground as you release the hands and walk them forward and try to sink in a little bit deeper. Maybe the elbows come down to the ground. See if you can keep your sit bones grounded here. I can play that music while it's plugged in, right? Slowly come back up, and then we'll roll over onto the hands and the knees. Get a nice tabletop setup. I'm gonna put on a little music. We'll start to do a few rounds of cat-cow. On the inhale, drop the belly and shine the heart forward. Exhale, round it out, drawing the belly in and up, compressing all the air out. Take your time, find that pause between each breath. Stay out of there. Get out of there, Carlos. This time we'll exhale and round all the way up to kneeling. Standing on the knees here, lift the heart, roll the shoulders back. Keep the shoulders down, inhale, arms up. Glue the palms together. Try to squeeze your head and straighten into the arms. Keep softening the shoulders down the back and drop over to the right. Root down into the knees and the shins. Keep the hips pressing forward and the heart lifting up. Inhale, come back up through center. Find some more space in your body. Find that space before your exhale. Drop it over to the left. Try to straighten the arms, to squeeze your head. Try to glue the palms together. Your chin is away from your chest a little bit, but the back of the neck is long. Inhale, back up to center. Bring your hands to your low back for a backward bend. Wrap the elbows back there a little more. Press the hips forward, lift the heart up. Maybe the head drops all the way back. If that's too much for the neck, keep the chin drawing in towards the chest. Find your breath. On an inhale, come up, lower the hands down, lower the heart down, shine it forward, fill all the way up. Exhale, round it back to child's pose. Slide out onto the belly. Hands under the shoulders, untuck the toes. Press into the feet, draw the heart forward and lift it up. Keep drawing the elbows in and back. Maybe you start to straighten into the arms. Keep using the hands to pull the heart forward. Keep pressing into the feet to lift. Find softness through the face, the shoulders, the glutes. And now look up, reach up through the chin, opening the throat. Exhale, slowly lower back down. Come back up onto your hands and knees and set up that nice tabletop. Inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward, fill all the way up. Exhale, round it up to kneeling again. Come into standing on the knees, dragging your arms up. Lift the heart, roll the shoulders down, keep them down. Inhale, arms up. Squeeze your head with your straight arms, glue your palms, reach up out of the waist, and drop it over to the right. Maybe you do opposite grip now, opposite thumb on top. Notice if one knee or shin is trying to get light and root down into both evenly here, scooping the hips forward, maybe rolling the heart up towards the ceiling just a touch. Inhale back to center. Exhale, drop it to the left. Inhale back up, bring your hands to your low back. Press the hips forward, lift the heart, and find that deep supported backward bend. Inhale, come up, lower the hands down, shine the heart forward. Fill all the way up, take one more sip. Start this at the tailbone, start to tuck it under. As you exhale, feel that ripple all the way through, tucking the chin to the chest, round back into child's pose. Slide out onto the belly. Pull your heart forward, press into the feet, lift the heart up. Draw the elbows in, reach them back towards the feet. Maybe straightening into the arms, soften through the glutes, lift through the heart. Keep pressing into the feet, pull the heart forward, lift it up, look up, reach up through the chin. Exhale, slowly lower back down. Curl the toes under, press it up to plank and hold here. Find a little more length from your heels to your crown. Shine the heart forward as you roll the shoulders back, finding that external rotation of the upper arms. Look down to keep the back of the neck long. Press through the fingers and knuckles a little more. Draw the belly in and up. Lift the quads up off the knees. And lift up, downward facing dog. Maybe sinking right into it here, or maybe moving around a little bit if you need to. Slowly tiptoe your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, any fold you like. Maybe you spread the feet as wide as the hips and grab the elbows and sway a little bit. It's okay if your knees are deeply bent. Shake the head a little bit. Bend your knees, tuck your chin, inhale here. Let your arms and head stay heavy as you slowly ripple up, pressing into the feet. Lift the heart, lift the shoulders, draw them back, let them sink down. Keep them down, inhale, arms up. Squeeze your palms together, lift your fingers high. Feel this hinge at the hips. As you press down into the feet more, engage your core. Draw the belly in and up out of the way to fold your body. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step the right foot back, lower the right knee down. Make sure your left knee is stacked over your left ankle. Inhale, rise up. You can have the back toes tucked or untucked. You can try it either way, see what feels good. As you start to sink in, peel open that right hip flexor. Feel the left foot pressing down and drawing back energetically, drawing that left hip back to keep both hips square to the top of the mat. Feel the heart lift as the shoulders soften, maybe finding a little backward bend here, but don't lose that opening in the hip flexor. Keep pressing the left knee forward, keep the heart lifted, draw the hands to heart center, and then turn and twist to the left, hooking that elbow outside the knee for leverage. Twist the heart towards the thumbs, maybe placing them on the center of the chest. See if you can inhale a little more length into the spine and the back of the neck. Exhale a little more softness through the face and the shoulders, belly in, out of the way. Curl the right toes under. If they're not, lift the right knee up. Keep twisting your heart open. Find more space as you press the left knee forward and draw the right heel back. Keep turning your heart towards the thumbs, towards the ceiling. From here, we'll come all the way up to reverse it. So left hand finds right thigh, left knee bends a little more, right hand reaches up. Exhale, cartwheel hands to mat, chaturanga. Leaning back in downward facing dog. Always feel free to skip the vinyasa if you like and just go right to downward facing dog, or take a child's pose if you need to. Press into the fingers and knuckles, creating a little space as you softly draw the shoulders out of the ears, hollowing out the armpits to find that external rotation of the upper arms. See if you can sink into the heels a little bit more, maybe starting to press those quads back. Now see if you can walk on your heels, keeping the toes lifted as you walk forward, bringing your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale to fold any way you like. Stay with your breath. Find that pause between each breath. Bend your knees, tuck your chin, inhale here. Arms and head stay heavy as you roll it up. Press the feet down like you press them through the floor. Lift the heart, roll the shoulders back, sink them down where they'll stay. Inhale, arms up. Squeeze the palms together, lift up. Exhale, lead with the heart. Exhaling all the way down, empty every last drop as you fold a little deeper. Inhale to lift up halfway, stay a little longer, take another sip, find a little more length in the spine. Exhale, left knee steps back, left knee lowers down. Knee over ankle, inhale up, shoulders over hips. Start to peel that left hip flexor open by finding that engagement through the right foot. Drawing the right hip back, letting the left hip soften forward. Maybe finding that little backward bend. Keep that engagement, keep pressing the right knee forward, heart stays lifted, hands come to heart as you turn and twist to the right. Hook that elbow on the outside of the knee to twist your heart towards the thumbs. Keep pressing the right knee forward. See if you can still find that opening in the left hip flexor here by pressing the right foot down and drawing it back. Soften the shoulders out of the ears. Curl the left toes under. Lift the left knee up. Find a little more space as you press the right knee forward and draw the left heel back. Breathing a little more length into the spine and the back of the neck, twisting the spine open. On an inhale, we come all the way up to reverse it. Right knee stays deeply bent. Right hand finds left thigh. Left hand reaches up. Exhale, chaturanga. Meeting back in downward facing dog. Keeping your hips in line, press down through the left foot. Inhale, right leg reaches up. Now find that balance. As much as the left foot is pressing down, let the right foot press up. Find that balance through the legs as well. As the left quad is lifting and pressing back, the right quad is lifting too. See if you can draw the hips into alignment. See if you can straighten into the arms. Inhale up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Step it through. Lower the left knee down. Stack your knee over ankle. Inhale, rise up. Find that opening in the left hip flexor. Maybe finding a little backward bend. Now lower the chin so it's parallel to the ground and float the right fingertips down towards the ground. So keep sinking in and drawing the right hip back. Now lengthen through the left side more to lower those right fingertips towards the ground. Inhale, find a little more length through that left side. Exhale, find a little more softness through the face and the shoulders. Inhale, both arms up. Lower the hands to frame the foot. Draw the toes back like half splits. You can walk the hands back a little bit around the knee. Keep drawing that right hip back. Try to straighten into the right leg. Maybe bending at the elbows to drop your body down towards the leg. Pull the belly in out of the way. Find a little more length in the spine and the back of the neck. A little more softness on the exhale. See if you can still find that pause between each breath. Now if you can, keep those toes drawing back towards the nose. Curl the left toes under. Lift the left knee up to straighten into both legs. Try to keep your hips in line. All right, drawing that right hip back to keep both hips square to the top of the mat. Pull the belly in. Maybe you fold the body down to touch that leg, tucking the chin. Maybe forehead touches the leg too. Lower the right foot, walk the hands forward, step the left foot in about a foot. Bring your hands to your hips and slowly come to standing. Now turn to face the long edge of the mat. You can turn either way you like. Since you're on your own, we'll just make sure to all do the same foot here, okay? So your hips right now are facing the long edge of your mat. Lift your right toes up, turn them to face either end of the mat, the front or the back. All right, so this left hip is still facing the long edge, but the right hip is facing the short edge, yeah? Now, press the hips back. Imagine you're gonna stack the right hip right under the left hip. Reach your right arm forward and come down into that triangle pose. Press down into the feet, lift up through the quads. Gaze up at the left hand and start to roll your heart open. Drawing that left shoulder back, softening the shoulders out of the ears. Breathe a little more length into the spine and the back of the neck. Exhale a little more softness through the face and shoulders. Reach the left hand up a little more. And then roll that left shoulder back one more time to open the heart. On the inhale, we reverse triangle so the legs stay straight. Press into the feet. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, cartwheel hands to mat. Shoot the left foot high like standing splits. Let your head be heavy. Try to square your hips. And then grab the back of the calf or the ankle and try to pull yourself into that fold a little deeper. If you can balance here, maybe both hands reach around, pulling you into that fold. Now feel that balance. Right foot pressing down, left foot pressing up. Feel that balance through the quads as well. Lower the hands down, hop it back, chaturanga, maybe 1 inch at a time, maybe one big hop. Meeting back in downward facing dog. See if you can make this breath last just a little bit longer, finding a little more length on the inhale, finding that pause, and seeing what you can let go of on the exhale. Press the right foot down, inhale, left foot up. Find that balance between the feet, between the legs. Draw the hips into alignment. Press into the hands evenly to straighten the arms. Soften the shoulders out of the ears. Let your head be heavy. Inhale up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, draw the knee to the nose, step it through, lower down. Stack knee over ankle, inhale, rise up. Find that engagement, maybe find that little backward bend. Lower the chin till it's parallel, float the left fingertips down. Lengthen through the right side to lower the fingers down more. Don't lose all the other things here. So left foot's pressing down and energetically drawing back. Left hip is drawing back. Feel that right hip softening forward as you let it relax. Inhale, both arms up. Lower them down the frame of the foot. Draw the toes back, half splits. Walk the hands back maybe. Draw the left hip back. Pull the belly in. Starting to bend at the elbows if you want a little more. See if you can keep the toes rolling back towards the nose as you curl the right toes under and lift the right knee up to straighten into both legs. See if you can draw the hips into the same plane as you draw the left hip back. Lower the body down towards the leg, tucking the chin, maybe forehead comes to touch that leg. Lower the left foot down, walk the hands forward, step the right foot in a foot or so, bring the hands onto the hips and slowly come up. Turn to face the long edge again. Get those hips square to the long edge, lift the left toes up. Let them turn towards the short edge. Let that hip go along for the ride, but keep that right hip drawing back to keep it square here. You might need to take a little smaller step to set this up proper. Press the hips back, reach forward, come down into that triangle pose, pressing down into the feet. Lift the quads up off the knees, gaze up at the right hand. Inhale, a little more length into the spine and the back of the neck. Exhale, a little more softness through the face and shoulders. Roll that right shoulder back. Find that maximum wingspan as you reach down and reach up. And roll that right shoulder back one more time, opening the heart up towards the sky. Keep pressing down into the feet, keep your core engaged, keep the legs straight. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, cartwheel hands to mat, shoot the right foot high, standing splits. Keep your hips square and your head heavy. Find that balance through the legs. Hop it back, chaturanga, meeting back in downward facing dog. Shift your gaze up between your hands, bend your knees and walk or hop to the top. Inhale, lift up halfway, and exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, press down into the feet, come all the way up, find a little backward bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Now spread your feet as wide as your hips. Get the outside edge of your feet parallel to each other. Lift the toes up, spread them out a little bit and press down into the feet. Lift up through the quads. Now lift the arms till they're parallel to the ground. Palms facing down. Soften through the shoulders, but reach through the fingers. Now don't let the knees move at all. Keep them stacked right over the ankles as you lower the booty down back behind your knees. See if you can get your thighs parallel to the ground so your booty and your knees are the same height. Yeah? So your arms are parallel to the ground, your thighs are parallel to the ground. See if you can draw your upper body back more to stack your shoulders over your hips. Pull the belly in. Inhale, lengthen to your spine and the back of your neck. Exhale, softness into your face and your shoulders. Make sure you have the same distance here between your hands, your knees, and your feet. See if you can lower your booty one more time to get it the same height as the knees here. Slowly come on up. Now come up onto the tippy toes. Keep the same distance between your hands, your knees, and your feet as you roll forward into the knees. Lowering the booty back behind you again till the thighs are parallel to the ground. Arms are parallel to the ground. You can look down if you want to make sure you have the same distance between your hands, your knees, and your feet. But then look forward again so your chin is parallel to the ground. Come up higher on the toes. Pull the belly in. Draw the upper body back. See if you can shoot energy out through your fingertips here and find stillness here. Find your strength. And slowly come up. Lower the heels down. Squeeze your knees together. Drop the sit bones down to lengthen the spine. Imagine pressing your body against a wall and slowly sliding down that wall. If your heels want to come up off the ground a little bit, you can let them. Come down to your thighs are parallel to the ground. Keep the arms parallel to the ground. Roll your knees forward and down so if you have something on your lap, it would roll right off. Find your core. Find your breath. If you feel steady here, you can bounce. Keep squeezing the knees together. And now way slower than you want to, start to come back up. Step your feet together, bring your hands by your sides, palms facing forward, close your eyes. Press down into the feet to lift up through the heart. See what you can let go of on your exhale. Inhale, arms up. Squeeze your palms together, lift your fingers high. Exhale, swan dive, lengthen forward. Empty every last drop as you draw the belly in and up out of the way to fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right foot steps back, right knee lowers down. Stack knee over ankle, inhale up, shoulders over hips. Find that little backward bend. Peel that right hip flexor open as you sink in just a little bit more. Now curl the right toes under, lift the right knee up, find your crescent lunge. Press the left knee forward, draw the right heel back, draw the left hip back. Draw the low belly in and up and lift up through the heart. And now open it up to warrior two as you spin the right heel out and down. Make sure that knee stays stacked over the ankle and tracking straight out over the second toe. Press down into the feet. Find that strength in your legs. See if you can engage your Mula Bandha. Draw the belly in and up. Gaze out over the left fingertips. Again, shooting energy out through your fingertips here. Softening through your face and shoulders. See if you can find any more space on this inhale. Any more softness on the exhale. Left knee doesn't move at all. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And then bring your left elbow to your left knee. If you can, we're not going to rest any weight here. We're going to use the elbow to keep pressing the knee open, to keep it stacked right over the ankle. Then we're going to reach the right arm straight up towards the ceiling, find that maximum wingspan. Roll that right shoulder back, and then bring the right arm up alongside the ear, like you're making a half of an X out of that whole right side of the body. Using that left elbow for two things, to press the left knee open, and for leverage to roll the heart up towards the ceiling. Reach through the fingertips, gaze up at the right hand. Try not to create any tension in your neck here. Inhale, lengthen through the spine and the back of the neck. Exhale, softness and twist a little more. Find your feet, press down into them. Inhale, come all the way up to reverse it. Exhale, cartwheel hands to mat. Shoot the right foot high like standing splits. Maybe grabbing the back of the calf or the ankle to pull yourself in a little more. Head is heavy, breath is deep, hips are square. Set the right foot down to meet the left. Bend your knees, sweep your hands back, chair pose. So keep the knees stacked over the ankles, lower the booty a little more. Pull the belly in, draw the upper body back. See if you can lengthen the spine by lowering those sit bones down a little bit. Not really tucking the tailbone, just kind of dropping the sit bones. Stand up, press into the feet to lift the heart, find a little backward bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides. Now lift your right knee up. And see if you can interlace all 10 fingers under there. See if you can get your whole wrist under there. So you can interlace all 10. Press down into the left foot, lift up through the left quad. And when you're ready, kick out through the heel, drawing the toes back towards the face. Now find that balance through the feet and the legs. So left foot pressing down the same amount as the right foot's pressing forward. Left quad lifting up off the knee, the same amount the right quad's pressing down. Now lift the heart, inhale, lengthen to the spine and the back of the neck. Exhale, softness through the face and shoulders. Keep kicking as hard as you can. If you want more, bend at the elbows and try to bring the body down to meet the leg. Tucking the chin to the chest, maybe forehead touches knee. Slowly come back up. Spread your feet as wide as your mat. Turn your toes out a little bit. Bring your hands to your low back. Wrap your elbows back there. Bend your knees a lot. Press your hips forward. Lift your heart. Find a deep supported backward bend. Keep bending the knees and trying to soften the glutes. Keep breathing. On an inhale, slowly come up. Step your feet together. Bring your hands to your heart. And lower your hands down by your sides. Inhale, arms up. Find a little more space as you squeeze the palms, reach up. Feel this hinge at the hips as you lengthen forward. Exhale all the way down, belly in and up, out of the way, fold deeply. Inhale, lift up halfway, fill up all the way. Exhale, left foot steps back, left knee lowers down. Inhale, rise up. Find that engagement, sink in a little bit. Curl those back toes under, lift up crescent lunge. Bend into the right knee more. And now spin that left heel out and down, open up warrior two. Let that right knee track straight out over that second toe, gaze out over the fingertips. Shoot energy out through your fingers. Press down into the feet, lift up through the heart. Right knee stays deeply bent as you reverse it on the inhale. And then right elbow to right knee. Set it up, pressing the knee open. Peel that left arm up. Find that maximum wingspan. Gaze up at the left hand as you roll the left shoulder back. Soften the shoulders out of the ears. And then reach that left arm up alongside the ear. Use that right elbow to keep opening the right knee and to turn the heart up towards the ceiling. Draw the shoulder out of the ear. Reach through the fingers. Press down into the feet. Pull the belly in. Keep pressing the right knee forward, straight out over that second toe. Right knee doesn't move at all. Inhale, reverse it. Exhale, cartwheel hands to mat. Shoot left foot high, standing splits. Head is heavy, maybe grabbing the back of the leg. Pull yourself in a little bit. Level the hips out. Find that balance through the legs. Set the left foot down to meet the right. Bend the knees, sweep the arms back. Find that chair pose. Drop into the heels a little bit. See if you can sink down a little more. Draw the upper body back. Press down into the feet, lift up, find a little backward bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands down by your sides, lift your left knee up. Get your whole wrist under that foot so you can interlace all 10 fingers. Press down into the right foot, lift up through the right quad. Find your core, and when you're ready, kick out through the left heel. And find that balance through both the legs. Find a little more length in the spine and the back of the neck. More softness through the face and the shoulders. Find your breath. If you want more, bend at the elbows. Tuck the chin towards the chest and fold. Keep pressing the left foot forward just as much as the right foot's pressing down. Keep lifting the right quad up off the knee just as much as the left quad's pressing down. Slowly come back up and release. Spread your feet as wide as the mat. Turn the toes out, hands to low back, deep bend in the knees. Hips forward, heart lifts, go back. Inhale, slowly come up, step your feet together, bring your hands to your heart. And lower your hands down by your sides. Inhale, reach out, lengthen up. Exhale, swan dive, lengthen forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Meeting back in downward facing dog. One more breath. Now slowly lower down to the knees. We're going to drain the blood out of the feet and the legs. So if you feel like doing an arm balance or inversion, feel free to do that now. If you're not so up for that today, no worries. Just straighten the legs up towards the ceiling. Pressing up through the heels. You can do this against the wall if you want the support of the wall so you can relax a little more. Stay with your breath. Now we'll come back to that box breathing now that we're back on the floor. Maybe finding that 4 count, equal part breath. Use this next inhale as an invitation to let go of your practice so far and just be right here by choosing to make this breath a little deeper, by choosing to consciously create that pause between the breath, by choosing to be present, by choosing to not just let the breath happen on its own, choosing to consciously participate in this breathing, and it's bringing this prana, this life force into the body, choosing to bring it in a little deeper and to feel it a little more. Whenever you're finished here, let's come into a child's pose. Once you settle in, if you want to open the shoulders a little more, lift those wrists up and come up on 10 to the fingertips and try to settle in a little deeper, melting through the heart, the pecs. Slowly slide out onto the belly. Bring your arms out to the sides like airplane wings. Squeeze your toes and heels together. Squeeze your knees and thighs together. Lengthen in both directions. Inhale, lift everything up off the mat. Keep squeezing your legs together, reaching back through the toes. Lift everything up a little more. Lengthen out in both directions again. Lift the arms a little more. Draw them back a little more to lift the heart a little bit more. One more time. Now bend the knees and grab the ankles from the outside, right on the ankle bones. Try not to let the knees splay out. Try to keep them in line with the hips as you kick up into your hands. So lift the heart. Maybe start to look up a little bit. Roll the shoulders back and kick. And slowly release. Bring the right arm straight out to the side, palm facing down. Let your right ear rest on the mat. Plant your left hand right in front of your face, left elbow pointing up at the ceiling. Roll onto your right side, bringing your left foot flat on the ground behind your knee somewhere. Starting to allow that right shoulder to open here. Find your box breath. On the exhale, see where you can soften. See what you can let go of. And slowly release. Draw that right arm back in. Extend that left arm out, palm facing down. Left ear plants down now. Right hand plants in front of your face. Roll to the left side, bringing the right foot flat behind that knee. Find your box breath. Slowly release. Come back up onto the belly. Draw that left hand back in. And slowly come up to kneeling. Sit onto the left hip. Straighten the right leg out. Pressing the sole of the left foot into the inner thigh. Finding that 90 degrees here. Kick out through the right heel. Maybe lifting the right heel off the ground. Drawing the toes back towards the face. Press down into the sit bones. Inhale, reach up out of the waist. Keep that length as you turn to face the right leg. I feel this hinge at the hips. Keep lifting through the heart. Grab whatever you can. And then square up here. Rooting down into the sit bones, lifting through the heart. Softening through the face and shoulders. Keep pulling the heart towards the foot. If you can, keep the right quad pressing down into the ground and the toes drawing back towards the nose. Find that box breath. On the exhale, see what you can soften, see if there's any more space to settle into. Now bring your right elbow right inside your right knee and your left hand up onto your left shoulder to encourage it to open, drawing it back to roll the heart up towards the ceiling. So you can keep that right leg engaged, reach the left hand up, open the heart, and then reach for those toes. Use leverage here of your elbow against your knee to roll the heart up towards the ceiling, draw the shoulder out of the ear, draw that elbow back behind the face, and reach through the fingers. See if you can press the quad down, lift the heel off the ground, draw the toes back towards the face. Press down into the sit bones evenly. Inhale a little more length through that whole left side of the body. Exhale a little more softness. Slowly come back up and switch, straighten the left leg out. Bring that right foot in. Find that 90. Engage that left quad, lifting the heel up, drawing the toes back. Inhale, reach up. Turn to face the left leg. Keep that length. Grab what you can. Square up, settle in, and draw the heart towards the foot more. Draw the shoulders out of the ears. Find your perfect box. Bring that left elbow right inside the left knee, right hand to the right shoulder to peel it back. Right hand reaches up and over. Keep that left quad active, toes drawing back. Find that leverage point to draw that right elbow back and reach through the right fingertips, lengthening through the right side. Slowly come back up. Now bring both feet flat on the ground in front of you. Reach your hands forward and slowly roll back onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Lower your feet down flat with your heels in close to your glutes. Reach down to touch your heels with your fingers. Press into the feet to lift the hips up. Maybe you can get your shoulders under your body and interlace your fingers under there. Maybe you can glue the palms together. Press down into the feet, lift up through the hips. Find your box. Breathing. Lift everything up one more time, maybe rolling up onto the tippy toes. And then slowly lower down and see if you can touch the upper vertebrae first. And then the next one. Softening the belly. We'll do one more back bend. You can do just like we just did, or you can bring your hands up by your ears with your fingers pointing back towards your feet and lift all the way up to full wheel. If you're going to interlace your fingers under your body, maybe you find that opposite grip with the opposite thumb on top. Rocking side to side to get the shoulders underneath you. Press into the feet, lift the hips up. Lift the heart up like you're trying to bring the chest up to the chin. But chin is not reaching towards the chest. It's just ever so slightly reaching up towards the ceiling. Lift everything up one more time, maybe rolling up onto the tippy toes. And really, really slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. Let the belly get soft. Hug the knees into the chest. So we're just going to do a really gentle spinal twist. If you'd rather do a deeper one, you can. Bring your arms out like cactus. Shift your hips to the right and lower your knees to the left. If you want a deeper one, you can cross the right knee over the left or do any twist you like here. See if you can stack the hips. Look down. You might need to draw the left hip back a little bit to stack them. If your right knee is not all the way down on the ground, maybe your left hand wants to help it down. Gaze out over your right hand. Now relax your shoulders. Relax your face. Find that equal parts box breath, maybe 4 counts, maybe even longer now. Slowly come back to center, hug your knees into your chest. Cactus the arms, hips to the left, knees to the right, stack the hips. Gaze out over your left hand. Maybe right hand helps that left knee all the way down. Soften through the shoulders with every exhale. See if you can find 5 count. Finding that equal pause between each breath. Really try to settle in a little deeper. Slowly come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest one last time. And let your legs go long on the mat. So if there's anything that's been calling your attention or making noise or distracting you, maybe take care of that really quick so you can really allow yourself this last couple minutes to really unwind. Maybe you need to grab a blanket or a sweatshirt or something to cover your face. Spread your feet as wide as your mat and let your toes fall open. Tuck the chin just a little bit. Close your eyes. Now imagine that the level of peace you're able to access right now gets to be felt by everybody in the world. Imagine that if you could let go a little more than you ever have, and find a little more peace than you ever have, that would ripple out into the world and look like world peace. See if you can. Sink in a little deeper. Let go just a little bit more. So if you have time and you want to just stay here in Shavasana a little bit longer, feel free to just stay. Invite a deeper breath back into your body if you want to close out class with me here. And invite a little movement back into your fingers and your toes. Invite yourself to stay in this place of calm that you have accessed here. And see if you can continue to use every inhale as an invitation into this moment, into your body. When you're ready, we'll roll onto the right side. And again, if you want to just stay right here and you have time, feel free to do that. That's the nice thing about practicing at home. Maybe you have time for a nap right now and you can just segue this nice peaceful space right into some rest. Or maybe you can commit to whatever you're going to do next, to infusing it with this peace. When you're ready, you'll come on up to a seat if you want to close out here together. And we'll find that nice tall spine. One more inhale, arms up overhead, squeeze the palms together, lift the fingers. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let your head bow to the wisdom of your heart. Close your eyes. Take a moment to thank yourself for making this time. Bring the thumbs up to that space above the eyebrows. Take a moment. Think of something you're grateful for. May all beings everywhere be free from pain and suffering. May our thoughts and actions in some way contribute to that. Namaste. Thanks. Oh yeah, better come over here, chefs. Better come over here. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you.